She is the great enchantress, the divine mother, the goddess whose wings sheltered kings and whose magic bent the laws of life and death. Her name is Isis, worshipped longer than nearly any other deity. Her story weaves through myth, magic, and empire. But who was Isis truly? A healer, a sorceress? Or the eternal mother whose shadow still lingers across the ages? The birth of Isis. Isis emerged at the dawn of Egyptian mythology. Daughter of Geb, earth, and Nut, sky, and sister to Osiris, Set, and Nephthys. Her Egyptian name, Aset or Iset, means throne, symbolizing her as the foundation of kingship. Unlike Ra or Osiris, Isis wasn't confined to one domain. She was magician, mother, healer, and protector, a goddess who walked beside humanity. Isis and Osiris. Her myth begins with Osiris, her husband and god of the afterlife. When Set murdered and dismembered Osiris, Isis embarked on a legendary quest, gathering his scattered remains across Egypt. Through divine magic, she restored him, creating the first mummy, and conceived their son, Horus. This act bound her to resurrection, motherhood, and protection. Isis the mother. As Horus's mother, Isis became the archetype of divine motherhood. She hid and nursed him in secret, shielding him from Set until he could reclaim his father's throne. Images of Isis cradling Horus became iconic, so powerful that early Christians saw echoes of her in depictions of Mary and Jesus. Every pharaoh claimed to be a son of Isis, inheriting her divine protection. Goddess of magic Isis was the greatest magician among the gods. In one tale, she crafted a serpent to bite Ra, forcing him to reveal his secret name, granting her power over even the sun god. Her magic wasn't just cosmic, it was personal. Egyptians prayed to her for healing, safe childbirth, protection, and guidance. Her name was invoked in countless spells and rituals. Protector of pharaohs, Isis was Egypt's shield. With wings outstretched, she guarded pharaohs in life and death. Her throne-shaped crown symbolized royal authority, legitimizing rulers as divine. Temples from Philae to the Delta honored her. As her cult grew, she became not just Egypt's goddess, but a universal protector. Isis beyond Egypt under Greek and Roman rule, Isis's worship spread across the Mediterranean. In Greece, she merged with Demeter and Aphrodite. In Rome, her temples flourished, with rituals of purification and sea processions. Her cult promised salvation and eternal life. Roman writers called her a goddess for all, men and women, free and enslaved, native and foreign. She became the first universal goddess. Isis in later traditions. Though unnamed in the Bible, echoes of Isis appear in condemnations of Egyptian idol worship. Early Christians both resisted and adapted her image. Some saw her as a pagan rival to Mary, others as a precursor to divine motherhood. In Islamic times, her temples fell silent, but her memory endured. Today, she lives on in art, literature, and esoteric traditions as a symbol of feminine power and resilience. Symbolism of Isis. Isis is unlike any other Egyptian deity. She is not just goddess of the sun or dead, she is goddess of wholeness. Her myths embody loyalty, love, cunning, and strength. She is the wife who restores, the mother who protects, the sorceress who commands, the goddess who defies death. Her wings still symbolize protection. Her throne crown still represents authority, and her story still speaks of resilience, transformation, and eternal power. So who is Isis? The loving mother, the cunning magician, the protector of kings, or the universal goddess who conquered time itself?